Right, morning. It's just morning, it's 25 past 11. That's the Obersalzberg straight ahead. I'm heading on over there where the clouds are covering the mountains. And I'm out today testing my new wheel. Which I hope you could see all nice and shiny down there. Running very well at the moment. The bearings felt perfect. When I put the wheel in, no play, no clagginess. So I think that it's going to be alright for this ride at least, hopefully. Bit of play might turn up, but you can adjust that out a bit. Mind you, they're not the nicest way to adjust play, to be honest, but I'm not too concerned, to be honest. Heading off to just before Berchtesgaden, going up the same way through Schnellenberg, and then we turn off there and go up the 319. And that'll take us uphill into up towards the car park for Kelstein House, and then I go past there. See, we're going direction Berchtesgaden, so we're going up there, and then take a minor road just after the pass up to Kelstein, turn up to Kelstein, and then we'll go on around the mountain instead of up it, and then onto the gravel road, which takes you along on the ridge or up the ridge around there, and that takes you up to Gotzenalm, and there's a viewpoint there to look over the Königssee, which should be, yeah, it should be really nice. So with that, I'm going to stop the recording for now, and we'll speak in a bit. So, cheerio then, because it's getting a bit busy. So we'll stop the recording and we'll speak in a bit. Cheerio. Right. Afternoon, it's 1:05. I've climbed up from just outside of Berchtesgaden. There's a bit before we got in the village, up to past Oberau, past the Kelstein car park, and now I'm on the gravel climb up to the Gotzenalm, and it's a beautiful day. I've had some spits of rain. I'm sure you can see maybe you can see the dark clouds over there. But on this beautiful gravel road, which is supposed to get really steep. I looked at, they're very good with the signs here. So it's 11.4k, 16k is 10 miles, so I know it's less than 10 miles. But they said there was 310 metres of downhill and 850 metres of uphill. So this must be part of the 310 metres of downhill. The wheel's performing well. It's still there, not making so terrible noises. But I will stop the recording, what being on this gravel road, so. And they're doing some building work up here as well, so. Building a new cable car, I think. So, I'll stop the recording and we'll speak in a bit, so cheerio. Right, that's the camera level horizontally, and you can see the angle of where the bike is. This is a gradient. And I'm afraid to say that I've had to stop 4 times, and this 4th time I'd stopped down there and I've just pushed it up here. Twice I had to stop because there were people going up. 2 hikers going up and then a bike going down, so I had to pick a different line, which didn't work out both times. And then the 3rd time I rode into this sort of very fine sand and that didn't work. And then the 4th time I had to go over that cattle grid and then that thing there, and then keep going around up here, and there's a channel there where all the water, when it runs down, has come in. I can't see how I'm going to start very well on this gradient either. But the wheel's doing alright. It's just, we've got this shower, and the rain doesn't help either really, because it's this really fine, there's this stuff that it's really just trying to ride through sort of coarse sand, and the tyre's a bit bold as well, which doesn't help. There's the gearing, but I think if you don't find a hill that is too hard to ride up, I don't think you've tried hard enough. So the first hill in Austria, or Germany is it? No, I think I'm in Germany actually. The first hill which I've had to get off and have a rest at, which with it being wet, gritty stuff, I don't think it's too bad. But there you are. Perhaps I would have been able to do it if I was fitter. I've been out for a week and I've been ill as well. Well, not sick ill, but sort of like hay fever and sinuses. So. Anyway, I'm making excuses. But anyway, I'm pleased with how far I've come. Well over halfway up, probably over 2/3 of the way up. And I think it's definitely doable on a bicycle, if I can get this far. I mean, I don't know how steep it is to come, but I think it's probably doable on this, if it's been dry for a while. Be doable on this maybe with a 39 on the front, not a 42. Just about. 39.30. That would be a nice easy ratio. I've got a 42.28. 39.28 would be a noticeable difference as well. I've got a 39 tooth, but it's a 39 front chainring, but it's in England, and it's a bit worn as well. I've also got my two tool bags and my breaker bar in, which has got 20 spokes stuffed inside as well, so I'm carrying a bit more weight than usual. But yeah. Oh, pardon me. It's a nice view, sort of, yeah. Looking back in Salzburg direction, and you can see a settlement down there, and then I think we go around this corner, and then next corner up, not this one here, flattens out a bit, and then you get another steep climb up, and then you get to the top, and you can see the Koenigsee from there, so that'll be nice. And then I've got to get back down, and that scares me more a bit, because it's wet and it's gravelly, and let's see what state the rims are in, look. Right, well, I don't think I'm going to get started on this gradient, so I might push. I don't feel bothered about pushing. I don't know how all the people I've seen coming down so far, I think, but all the bicycles bar one have all been mountain bikes with electric assist on, so I don't feel too bad. Sun's come out now, which is nice. Anyway, speaking a bit, probably at the top, unless there's a really nice stop beforehand, so cheerio. Right. Hello again. I managed to start on the hill at the last corner on about the third attempt or fourth attempt. There we are. We're on the flat bit, and it carries on. You can see it gets steeper again. And get the map out, and we'll see. I think I've done this bit, sort of on this bit, and then there's this bit here. And then Gotzenalm at 1,685 metres, which is about the same height as Rossfeldstrasse, but it's, I don't know, maybe taking me twice as long. Yeah, the rain stopped for now. It's quite nice, look. Oh, it's very nice actually. And that's looking down to where the Koenigsee is, I think. It's sort of around there. I've now that I've been forced off, I'm sort of had to stop. I'm sort of less bothered now about doing it all in one go. it don't mind that I have to stop. But I'm pretty pleased with how far I've got on the equipment that I have. With the tread on the tyre, and perhaps if you swap those sprockets around, if you put the front one at the back and the back one at the front, I could do it then. Mind you, then I know I'd be able to do it. And then that sort of takes the fun out a bit, and with this I'm sort of on the ragged edge, quite literally almost trying to stay on the road because I'm weaving so much, not knowing whether I'll make it or not. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, and that's part of the fun. I think if you just add easier gears and lightness, and in this case you need tread on the tyres, you'd know you'd be able to do it then. But it's sort of got this frontier feel of uncertainty and pushing the boundaries. I shall be thinking of the lads on the Giro d'Italia today, because they're going up the Col de la Finestra, which is gravel like this, but it's much higher because it's the Cima Coppi, which means Coppi's summit, and every Giro the highest point is called the Cima Coppi, and you get a special prize for the first one over the top. And they've been doing that since Coppi died, I think, and so they'll probably get up it. But I don't know. Maybe in Coppi's day though, some of them would have had to push. I can remember watching an old film of Jacques Anquetil doing the 1956 or 57 Giro, and he had to, you could see him getting slower and slower, and he had to get off and push. So if the pros are forced off, then I don't feel so bad for stopping here when it's nice and flat in comparison. But anyway, I'll stop the recording, change the battery and carry on a bit. So, there you are. Well, speaking a bit. Right, we're not at the top yet. That's going down, and then that's looking up, and you can see it snakes up there, and then probably hits the other side over there. But the road condition has got a bit worse, look. There's a rut so deep that I can stand the bike up in it. I've been pushing for quite a while now. Since, well, I can't see how far back, all the way down there, but the road surface has been awful. I mean, this isn't the worst it's been, although I haven't been able to do that yet. Another thing is you've got these deep runoffs for the water as well, and this is a bit hairy with the front wheel sort of going over them, and then the back wheel, what with all the weight on the back as well. It is very unbalanced at these gradients, but I've never been able to do that before, stand it up in a rut in the middle of the road. There's a first time for everything. Got a rather nice backdrop as well. Yeah, it's hard work pushing. Although by pushing I'm only going slightly slower. I mean, I was riding at 2 miles an hour, and pushing it might register. I mean, it doesn't register the speed that often. Although it did register 11 miles an hour, that was quite clearly wrong. But yeah, that's quite amusing, that is. Just stuck in there like that. Whether I leave it, carry on, and then see if there's anyone there when I come back. See if it's still here when I come back. I think I've got to lift it out of there now. But anyway, sod cycling. I think that is, that's quite deep. That's about 6 inches, that is. 2 inches wide. People look at me like they're a bit surprised to see me. Yeah. Anyway, I'll carry on now, and we'll speak in a bit. Yeah, cheerio. Wheel's still alright, although whether it will be when we get down, I don't know. It's going to be a bit, I'll have to remember to watch out for this thing. Alright then, cheerio.